T-minus 4, 3, 2, 1. Following is a 24 hours podcast.
Hey, this is Tyler from Theory of a Deadman. You're watching the 24 Hours podcast.
She fills my bed with gasoline. You think I wouldn't notice? Her mind's made up, the love is gone. You think someone's trying to show us a sign that even if we thought it would last, the moment went past. My bones will break and my heart won't give. Oh, it hurts.
Brand new CD from Theory of a Deadman, Scars and Souvenirs. Tyler Connolly, brand new CD. Does it get exciting when you release new records?
Yeah.
Is it as exciting as the first time you released a CD?
I think more exciting.
Yeah.
Because I think when you're new, you have a new record coming out, you're not privy to what is to come. You're really green, I guess is the word. So you're just kind of excited just to have something new. But once you have a new, it's our third record, so we know what's to come. You know what work is involved, the touring involved. So it's really exciting. I think more exciting.
For your third record, how do you feel that you as a band have grown and evolved?
I think over the years we kind of figured out what we want to do. You know, with the songwriting, with the live shows, how we want to present ourselves visually. So it almost becomes easier as a band to I guess streamline our vision. Where when you're, like I was kind of saying before, when you're greener, you don't really know what you want to do. You're kind of like just happy to be here. So it's more of like you look at it more almost like a business, or like how you run your business to perfectly. So we hope the CD Scars and Souvenirs is going to do well for us.
Is it safe to assume you are so happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how many times I've heard that someone say "so happy" since we released the song. It's like it's so funny how many times I've heard, "Oh, we're so happy he's doing well." It's funny.
I must ask you, among the tracks, you've hooked up with Chris Daughtry. So
Yeah.
It begs the question: what does a guy like you think of shows like American Idol, Canadian Idol?
Well, I think they're great. I think it's another aspect of the music industry that is the future. Reality TV, the internet. We have to embrace these things because guys like Chris Daughtry, he's a rock guy. I mean, on the show, I didn't really watch the show too much, but on the show, he was performing songs from bands that a lot of people weren't cool with, like the pop scene. He was doing Shine Down and Seether songs, I think, where people were like, well, who? Mm-hmm. Like, why are you doing these bands? Where he was like, this rock guy was like, so for us, it's almost like we're proud of him to bring the rock, and he's sold 3 or 4 million records, as a rock band, and that's good for rock, I would say.
The last time we talked, you had given props to the music teacher that you dealt with in your school in Delta.
Right.
Again, do you think that is there a lot of a new breed of musicians out there, potential musicians that are garnering some acceptance because of strong music programs in high schools? Would you say?
Yeah, where I grew up in North Delta, since I was in elementary school, they always push kids to go into art or be artistic, band. I was in band since I was probably grade 6. I was either playing the flute or guitar or something.
I can't really see you playing a flute somehow.
Dude, the only reason I played the flute is because it was a hand-me-down from my sister, which I won't even go there. But
okay.
I played it. Ironically, I was the best flute player in grade 6 or something because it was me and 2 or 3 other girls. But for some reason, I was able to make a noise come out of it.
Okay. The tour starts in, of all places, Maplewood, Minnesota, which begs the question, Maplewood, Minnesota? Why?
Well, it's a suburb of Minneapolis.
Okay, that's important to know.
I guess we're starting in the north, and we're just going to head down south, right down to, I think, Orlando, and we're not heading too much to the west, but they build tours strategically, so we'll be hitting every city. I know we're going to be doing a big Canadian tour in end of May, June. I think we're just hitting certain markets. Same thing. It's like a strategy thing where we just want to come and say hello to Canada, because usually when we tour, we hit America so much that we are so underexposed in Canada that people actually like never get to see us play. We might come to Canada once a year, kind of thing. So this time we want to just kind of come through Canada, even for 2 or 3 weeks, just kind of say hello, play some markets, see some fans, and then come back with a really big tour in the fall and play really big places.
When you tour in the States, do people know Theory of a Deadman as being a Canadian band? Like, do you fly the colors? Do you flaunt the city a little bit?
Not really. Ironically, a lot of people think that we're American. A lot of southern places think we're from the South. Like we play Texas and Florida and you know, places like that. They think we're from around there. They find out we're from Canada and they love it. You know, we've never met a person that doesn't love Canada or doesn't get excited when they find out we're Canadian.
I've got to know what kind of hairstyle you rock in these days.
It's a little more slick. I got a hat on right now, so you can't see, but I toned down the mohawk a bit.
Yeah.
The label didn't want the mohawk for this album, so I got a little more slick. It's a little more slick back, but I like it. It's cool.
So, okay, let's talk about imaging then, because when people see you, do they think you're a harder band than you actually are, or does the image really play into what people's perceptions of your band are?
Sometimes the name really, perception-wise, a lot of people think because of the name Theory of a Deadman, we might be a heavier band. But you know, I think it all comes down to the music, because you know, you look at the band The Killers, you know, they're a pop band. And I think at first they were kind of discriminated towards because of their name. You know, like, wow, these guys will never make it on pop because The Killers. No, there'll be so many, you know, Walmart people yelling at that. But you know, it can work. It all comes down to the song, right?
And let's get back to the new album again, Scars and Souvenirs, because there's some ballads. Do you guys enjoy like showing that complete range of music from more kick-ass material to like softer stuff?
If you can do it, I think you should. I think it shows how dynamic you are. I think there's some bands that play heavy stuff and would love to play some more melodic, dynamic stuff, but they just haven't figured out how to do it yet. So if I say, you know, if I think do it, you should. I mean, we went for it on this record. Really, we got some nice ballads on this record, but at the same time, we've got some songs on here are probably some of our heaviest songs. You know?
I was talking to you before we started recording, and I was telling you that you've got a huge fan base in Limerick, Ireland, so my nephew is a very big fan. You haven't had a chance to travel there. Where, for example, would be a dream tour for Theory of a Deadman?
Well, we've been to Europe a couple times, and that was pretty amazing. It's just a totally different world, you know. I think we'd like to go to like Japan. I feel like over there it's just the same thing. It's totally different, and I think it'd be cool to go someplace that you'd never dreamed of going. You know, you wouldn't even go on vacation. Like I don't think I would go to Japan for a vacation. So I'd love to be able to go there, and then you know, it's almost like it's a free vacation.
Yeah, on the record company's expense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
And again, I'm guessing internet sites and MySpace pages and stuff really help you build an international fan base, don't they?
Yeah, they do, because it's totally, there's no border on the internet. So we get people from all over the world. Literally, you know, we've had people from Russia to Ireland to England to lots of Australia, you know, saying, please, when are you coming to Australia? When are you coming to Europe? And we're just like, oh, we want to be able to answer them, because, you know, hopefully we'll be going there.
Being a good local band, are you going to be here for 2010?
We hope so.
Maybe the gig during 2010?
That'd be great. It's going to be pretty amazing. Vancouver's going to be the city that the world will be watching.
It's a really good record. Tyler, brand new Scars and Souvenirs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
24hours.ca